everybody, Multiman37, and I am here with yet another segment of Ranger Talk. This time I'm doing another Power Rangers Dino Charge episode. Not sure if you guys want me to do anything else, for Kamen Rider or Super Sentai, but we'll see. We'll see. So this is episode 6. I think it was the tooth hurts, because punny, as you'll see later. Yeah, I have bedhead, whatever, I kinda don't really care. But let's just get down to it. Yeah. I haven't gotten anything from Ninninger, though, and I want to, though. I'm not sure, so. I do want to get some stuff, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that, because money issues and whatnot. Oh, sorry. But that aside, hopefully I can get the Ninja H Banto at least. That aside, let's get down to business. So, it starts out, you have Riley, who's in the field, training, until he drops at this point. He is freaking dedicated to his training. Then you get the bad guys. Poisandra is actually getting one of the monsters to make her cake for the wedding, her wedding. But she doesn't like, the cake, so she says to make a cake that's so awful that people will remember her wedding for years, or something like that. So, I think it was Cavity? Cavity actually makes her a cake that gives people toothaches. And so when Fury comes in, Poisandra has him taste it, and his teeth start rotting. Really badly. He doesn't look so good. Then again, a good cavity will do that to a person, so. Yeah. So Sledge comes in and decides to give the Rangers the cake and make them suffer and get their energems and whatnot. So it goes down to Earth, where Riley is training and Chase is just drinking his soda, and Riley's kind of getting pissed off because he doesn't think he takes anything seriously because of his layback personality and whatnot. But Chase really doesn't care, and he just leaves. So, yeah. So then it goes to the Dino Bites Cafe, where Shelby actually gets handed, some cake as free samples to serve to people. But then it turns out the cake is giving people cavities, and the monster is actually behind the counter. So they go after him. Turns out he also tied up the chef, too. So they go after him, but with the way Chase and Riley are acting together, they get beaten down to a pulp, and then eventually he gets away. Pretty bad call, I think. So they go back to the cafe to try to figure out how to cure the people that got the bad cavities. But, of course, Chase goes in and throws away some of the samples, but, Riley's not going to have any of that, so he's all like, you know what, you want to analyze something? Analyze this. And he starts throwing garbage on the table, but Kendall doesn't want any of this, so she tells them both to leave. And so while Chase is off skateboarding, Riley's back training, and Keeper shows up to kind of tell him that, you two might be different, but your goals are pretty much the same. I mean, which is pretty true. Even though Chase is laid back, he's not gonna sit back and let a monster destroy everything. Let's be honest, no one would do that. So he starts looking for the monster, and well, looks like he actually found something, because a lot of people are screaming and running right where the monster is. So he shows up, and he shows up and fights him, but unfortunately he gives him cavities. But then, right as he's about to be destroyed, Riley shows up to stop him, and so do the other Rangers. And this pretty much leads up to the most funniest part. When they all morph and do their roll call, Chase is actually in pain and can't do his roll call. So Riley's just like, next. And then in the middle of the pose, you see him going, which is pretty funny. That was pretty funny. My friend also, I mean, she's not really a Power Rangers fan, but one of the kids that she was watching watched it, and yeah. She doesn't know which Ranger it was, but I know perfectly sure because I'm a freaking Power Rangers fan here. But either way, that was still funny to see him in pain in the middle of the roll call. So, Viveks show up. They take care of the Viveks, but his teeth, whenever you blast his teeth, it always comes back at you. So, Chase gives him the Paracharger to use in his Dino Saber and strikes him, and then Chase uses the Raptor Charger and his Dino Morpher and blasts the crap out of him. And it also gets rid of his teeth. But then, of course, Monster grows to giant size and pretty much is pummeling the Megazord, even though they're trying their hardest. So then, Chase and Riley have an idea to get into the cockpit. So they use the Dino Blaze Charger to use the flamethrower breath and get inside, and that causes the Stego Shield to turn into the Stego Sword. And with that, they are able to knock out all his teeth and finish him off. And of course, Poisandra does not care and just wants her wedding, and personally wants to destroy the Rangers because she can't have her freaking wedding. And, Fury's all like, well, how pathetic. But then Sledge kind of reminds him, oh, well, you know what? You haven't destroyed any Rangers, too. So he's kind of broken at that point. And then we get our final scene where Riley, everybody else is with him training. But after the lesson that he learned, he decides, you know what? There aren't any rules in training. Just go with your instinct, adapt to the situation. And really ended it off on a pretty good note. So, actually, this was one of the more funnier episodes just because of that one scene. Although, it is nice to see them kind of, two people with opposite goals try to work together and whatnot. Or, they have the same goal, but they go in opposite ways. But it was really funny to see that one scene where Chase is in pain in the middle of the roll call. That was the funniest part ever. That, made me laugh so much. Yeah, and so that's basically it for the episode. Now, as for for reviewing ninja stuff, I do want to get the Ninja Ichibanto, but I'm not sure. Because I do want to get the Brake Gunner for Kamen Rider Drive, but I feel like I have enough Drive stuff to, stop. I do want to get all of it, but I feel like I might have enough where I at least maybe get the Brake Gunner and then the sword. I don't know. But I do want to get some ninja stuff, and I don't, because we're 20 episodes in, and I don't have anything. This isn't, the first time it's happened, I think. Yeah. It's killing me, too. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I'm going to try to get the Ninja Ichibanto. Might actually just wait till Christmas, which is, 3 months away, to actually get the Brake Gunner. So, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, and about the mock driver, however, I did manage to get that, so, yeah. So, yeah, not much to say about my next reviews, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Take care.